How you doing, guys? Welcome to Alakazooted, and today we are on a Pikachu Gengar hunt. That's right, we have 10 boxes so far to start of the 151 simplified Chinese. I think this is like the third version now, and it has the Pikachu art rare with the Gengar. Look at this box art, isn't it awesome? But we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna break down these 10 boxes, and we are going to see what kind of hits are in this set. I know I've opened Gem 1, a little bit of Gem 2, but now we're going to get a good chance at this 151 set of the simplified Chinese. Now, before we get into it, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. I'm going to go through. It's 15 packs per box, 4 cards per pack, and we will see what kind of odds we have in hitting this card. Okay, so we finally got all of these cut. It's 150 of these little mini packs. So we're going to go through and we're going to check through all these. Let me scooch some of this out of the way. Zoop. Okay, let's get the first little stack here. All right, so here we go. First pack. Let's see if we can get a little first pack magic. Oh man, look at that. It looks awesome. Man, these cards look great. Oh, look at that. Omanite Hollow. Or is that Omastar? That's an Omastar Hollow. Man, look at that guy. Looking sick. Now, I have no idea how that counts. It has a little Pokemon stamp way down in the corner, too. That's pretty neat. The little stamp in the corner. Look at that. Alright, so I don't know if I should sleeve that. I guess so. Maybe we'll see as it goes on, actually. I'll put it aside. Alright, Meowth, Execute. Wow, look at that. Oh, look. And the Pokeball Hollow. Now, it's a little bit different than Gem 1. These seem like they're going to be a little bit different, so I'm going to set those to the side along with the regular Hollows. I don't know what's going to be our rarities, our bigger rarities here, so we're going to find out in real time. I'm noticing we're not seeing, oh, look at that little Wheezing Hollow. That looks awesome. Now, a lot of these are all like reprints and stuff. I'm not sure if any of these are original arts for this set, but I know there are some, so we will keep looking. Zoop. Oh man, look at that. Looking awesome. Great artwork for all the Pokemon in this. You know, and it's 151, so you really can't beat that, right? Gotta love 151. And it's crazy. These are only little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards per pack. So, really small. I think it was 4 cards per pack with the Gem 1s. Oh, and we got a Blastoise EX. I'll count that as a little hit there. That seems more in line with a regular set opening, you know? Is like you get your EXs or your hits, your regular hollow rares and Pokeballs don't count, you know what I mean? Now, I have no idea. Obviously, also, there's the risk of these cards, you know, already being sorted or you know, the hit like boxes taken out of the cases. I think there is some counting going on in this, so I hope that that's not the case with these. I got these from a company called Spoils and Loot, so hopefully they don't let me down, and these are all solid. So far, they're great. Oh my god, look at that. That looks fantastic. That Alakazam looks so much better than the American print. Man, the contrast is crazy. It's definitely in line with the Japanese cards. And it's our boy Alakazam. Fantastic card. Awesome hit. Now, I think there's also a Bubble Mew in this set. So that'll be pretty cool if we could find that in this. You know, that would be neat. But then I don't know if like, you know, you can't, if you get like, let's say like an SIR in this or a SAR, does that then spoil your chances for an art rare? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that all goes. I don't have a lot of experience with that, but we will be opening a good amount of this set in the coming weeks. You know, I got some cases coming to this. I really want to get a couple of those, you know, Pikachu Gengar cards, and we will be on the hunt for these cards. Look at that. The Kabutops looks great. I would love a nice Kabutops illustration rare. Something sick. You know? That would be awesome. Oh, we got a Master Ball Holo. I think I'll count the Master Ball Holos too. Zoop. Maybe I'll put them above the EXs. Another card, another Pokemon that needs an awesome illustration. Oh, we got a Mew EX. Is the Hypno. I would love to see a Hypno illustration rare. Something awesome. We got an amazing Drowsy. Now what we need is a Hypno, for sure. I love the Drowsy from Scarlet and Violet base, and I will, you know, always, I think, probably favor that card over a lot of cards in Scarlet and Violet era. It's one of my favorites. And it's crazy because when I first was, you know, pulling that set, nobody wanted that card. The card was dirt cheap. You know, I should have bought like 100 of them and just kept them. Got a bunch of them graded and had a little Drowsy army. Like, I have a little Palafin army. I like Palafin, you know. So when I find some dope Palafin illustrations, like the shiny one from Paldean Fates, you know, I want a little army of those. I think that's cool. And I think a lot of people do that with some of their favorites, you know. Although, like, Palafin isn't necessarily, like, one of my big favorites or anything like that. I just really thought that one card was dope looking, and I wanted, like, a little army of them. I don't know, is that weird? Dope Drowsy. Raichu. I don't know, maybe it's goofy. I just, when I find a cool card, I don't care if it's, like, a hit in the set or not. If I dig it, oh, our boy Kadabra. If I dig it, man, I want a bunch of them. Look at that Master Ball Pokeball, looking sick. A Master Ball Pokeball, Mewtwo Pokeball. What am I saying? Master Ball Pokeball. I sound like an idiot. Man, that card looks sick. Sandslash, the Machamp, looking badass, looking awesome. And I love the quality of, you know, the Japanese cards and the Chinese cards and everything. They always look, I don't know, like more high contrast or something. The colors and everything really pop on them, I feel like, compared to the American ones. Oh, we got a full art. We got a little Jinx EX. Maybe I'll put our full arts over here. That's cool, a little Jinx action. And that goes well in theme with the box, right? A little Wigglytuff EX. Now, what I like about this is because this isn't as crazy with like the Gem 1 packs with all the weird stamp holos, reverse holos, rotary holos, all that. You're getting a lot more variety here, you know, because you're getting your 151, right? When that's awesome. I really love that about this. Granted, you're not getting as many. I don't think you're getting the full 151 out of just this box, but you get a select amount. I think there's 3 variations so far of the 151 sets in the Chinese cards. Another Weezing, looking awesome. Abra, looking sick. Awesome little Ghastly card. Oh, shiny Ditto. A little shiny boy. That's awesome. throw that over there with the Master Ball Hollows. And these have been going up like crazy, so I wanted to grab a couple before it just became too much. You know, little Zapdos EX action. Again, look at the color action. Look at the contrast. Really pops. I also feel like I really love the illustration rares, like the special illustration rares with the texture from these, because they just look, the quality's crazy. I mean, you see that Alakazam looks great. Now, I don't think, no, that one's textured, fully textured, so it looks awesome. Squirtle, Electabuzz. I would love to see a really awesome Electabuzz illustration rare. I know we have Electrive now and like whatever, but I'm an OG guy, so like I don't like that evolution. Just like, well, I do like Magmortar, like after Magmar, but like Magmar and Electabuzz were two of my favorites. All the oddballs like Scyther, you know, Kangaskhan, stuff like that. Like those were all great to me. Oh, that one didn't fully cut, so. Caterpie. Oh, a little Gengar Pokeball action. Reverse hollow too on it, so it looks great. The Pokeball hollows in these sets look so much better than what we got out of like Prismatic and stuff. Prismatic in the US, like I don't like those hollows, those Pokeball and Master Ball hollows at all. Like I'm not into them. Ekans. Kabuto, that's an awesome Kabuto card. I love that. Oh, look at that. Slow Pokeball. Slow Pokeball. Bam. Now we had some wild stuff the past couple days at work. It's been pretty funny, you know. Some of my clients from New Jersey drove over. Oh, look at that. Shiny. And they camp out, you know, early in line out there in the morning. They get there hours before we open, you know, set up chairs and everything. And they're telling me about the people they run into in the morning before our business is open, and some of the people that walk around the area. And this one guy, he's like this wild dude. You know, we call him Waldo, because sometimes he was wearing like a striped snow hat and stuff for a while, and I was like, oh man, this dude is like some super goofy dystopian version of Waldo, you know? And they told me about this dude like knocked on the bathroom at the Dollar Tree when dude was in there drying off his hands, and apparently like when he went to open the door, dude didn't want to wait anymore and was like going to the bathroom, peeing in the drinking fountain. Now this dude's wild, right? And like I remember I literally had seen him the day before out there with everybody walking by, and I was just talking to him, and yo, you won't even believe the conversation, right? This is exactly what he said to me. He goes, hey, let me ask you a question. You know Charlie Brown, Snoopy? Charlie Brown and Snoopy? And he's like, you know when you wake up in the morning and you're not like 100, you know, you maybe like 70, you know? And I was feeling like 70, you know? I was like a little, you know, in the throat, so like I popped a couple Rogaines. And I'm like, what? Rogaine? Like for your hair, bro? Like what are you talking about? Like it was awesome. And I was like, what does that all have to do with Charlie Brown and Snoopy? But just again, that's the kind of weird stuff that you encounter with people like this, you know? A lot of funny stories about just the crazy stuff people say, you know, when you're in the studio or outside of the studio. You know, owning a business in general, you know, people will tell you all kinds of funny stories about clients and stuff like that, customers. And yeah, we definitely, we have a lot of them, that's for sure. Gengar looking sweet. Ooh, a little. Is that a Parasect Pokeball there? Cool looking Parasect. The art's awesome. All the art on these cards is solid. Like, look at that Moltres. Looking awesome. Now, granted, a lot of this is all reprinted stuff that they're putting into the Chinese sets to catch them up a bit on everything. But, man, does this stuff, some of this stuff look great. Zoop. Look at that Dragonite. You see what I mean? Awesome looking card. They definitely picked all of the cool stuff. Oh, look at that Charmander shiny. It's crazy. So they got shinies, they got EXs, they got full arts, they got illustration rares. I mean, Pokeball hollows, Master Ball hollows. It's a lot to get out of a set like this, technically. Oh, we got a Master Ball here. All right. Was that a Doduo Master Ball? Put that over with our shinies. Psyduck, Scyther. My boy Scyther. Scyther is another one that I really like. I would love plenty more. I would love an awesome illustration rare of Scyther. I know we have a fantastic Scizor card out there, but man, I would love to see a sick Scyther card. I feel like there's plenty that get a lot of love out of 151, but there's still a few that just haven't really gotten much of any in recent years. Maybe they're just not as popular, whatever, I get it. But like Black and White's out right now, and how popular really are the Pokemon from Black and White, in your honest opinion? Because I don't think they're nearly as popular. And like, to all the people that are collecting Pokemon over the years, still the original 151 like reigns supreme, right? So it's like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, although Scarlet and Violet Era is doing well, Scarlet and Violet Era does well because of so much 151 stuff, OG stuff. The Scarlet and Violet aspect of it doesn't really do nearly as well, you know? All right, now we're past, I think, the halfway mark here. And we're finally gearing towards the second half. I would love to see, obviously, the card we're looking for. If not, I would love to see the Bubble Mew out of this. That would be cool. Yeah, there's a Bubble Mew in this set, apparently. That would be great to see, because I have obviously the American one, and I would love to compare the difference, you know? All right. Dragonite Pokeball. Looking sick. Jolteon. Drowsy boy. Oh, we got a Master Ball here. We got a little Geodude Master Ball. Looking sick. Awesome art. Up with our shiny guys. Oh, look at that. Our boy Alakazam, full art, looking awesome. Great looking card. So we got an Alakazam EX, a full art, and illustration rare in this set. Wow, but no signs of any serious Gengar action, which is very surprising. Because it's on the pack, it's on the box, That's what they want you to see. They're like, bro, look at how cool these two little dudes are hanging out. And I'm like, yeah, that is true. Very cool. But where are they, huh? We'll have to break into another large amount of these. It's like, come on, spoils and loot. Don't tell me you didn't give me the goods. Don't tell me you took the good one out of the case. That'd be very unfortunate if that's happening out there. All right. So we're a bit past the halfway mark. Take a quick breather. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get some luck in these final boxes. Lickitung looking awesome. Again, Dragonair, all the artwork looking great. Paris looking awesome. That Golem EX. Love that card. Reprint, but it's sick. Put that over there just to overlap these bad boys. Persian looking awesome. Yeah, and like we get all kinds of weird stuff, right, that people have said to us over the years, right? And like I would see people just outside of my house on a regular basis that would say crazy stuff, right? And like always like some crackheads or whatever in my alley all the time. And I'm in my backyard. I'm doing some yard work, working around the fence and stuff. And sure enough, I see this crackhead that I've seen a bunch over near my job, you know, over near the shop. And he's like, yo, man, you do tattoos? And I'm like, here it goes, right? And I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? And he's like, I do tattoos. And I was like, that's cool, dude, my God. Whoa, we got it. Oh, my goodness. The Bubble Mew. Whew, look at that. That looks fantastic. So much better looking through the Chinese set. And look, how does it look overall? Man, it looks good. It's a good looking card. Wow. That's crazy. Awesome. So, right, he's like, yeah, I do tattoos, you know, and I'm like, that's cool, whatever, right? So he's showing me all these like jailhouse looking tattoos he's got on him and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, I did all these myself, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, clearly, man, like it's rough, you know. I'm just kind of like, that's cool, looking okay. And he's like, yeah, he's like, but right now, he's like, I don't do any tattoos on myself right now, you know. He's like, I did these when I was locked up. And I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess, right? And he lifts up his pant leg, and he's got like a Rambo-style bullet belt of needles, like around his sock, like tucked in each, like boop, 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 all the way around. And he was like, yo, I do real good with tattoos on myself. He's like, but not gonna lie, right now, I'm addicted to a little bit of, you know. And he's like, that heron. And I was like, oh man. But he said it obviously like just straight up. And I was like, whoa, okay. That's something else, right? Like people will like tell you the craziest stuff about them, like without a care in the world. Like, oh yeah, like this is what's going on. Look at this. Oh, I'm on these drugs or whatever. And you're like, dude, are you kidding me? Why are you telling me this? Like crazy stuff when you're out in the city, and people just will say and do the damnedest things. That's for sure. Ooh, Meowth Pokeball. Looking sick. We got our Pinsir. Articuno. Articuno. Yeah, Pikachu looking cool. Just running around, doing Pikachu stuff. Running through the forest, I don't know. Shocking fools for no reason. You notice how Machoke loses the championship belt when he becomes Machamp? Or does he? I'm gonna have to double check that, because that's a big belt. And I don't think that belt exists when he's Machamp. We will see. Oh, we got that shiny Raichu. That looks awesome. Zoop. Put that up there with the shinies and Master Balls. Kabuto. We gotta find that Machamp. Look at that Jinx EX. Awesome looking Jinx card. Great detail. Super high contrast. Looking sick. To go with our Jinx full art, right? Oh, the Vileplume. Where's that Machamp so I can compare the belt action? Pinsir. Just a Pinsir Pokeball though, not a Master Ball. Man, some of the cards, all the original cards that are coming out of these sets, you know, the simplified Chinese sets are awesome. Like they're always so cool. You know, they got the one with the Pikachu Psyduck, you know, they got the Pikachu just kind of jumping in the one set. Then they got all the cool ones from the gem packs, you know, the Evolutions. Then you got your Captain Pikachu, your Fuecoco and stuff, like all those cool like Horizons, you know, like ones. Now look at that awesome Kadabra Pokeball. Bam. Little Spearow Pokeball action. A Weeping Bell Pokeball. Oh, Gloom. There's been some recent Gloom illustrations. I think there's one in maybe Obsidian Flames, I think? Or is it Scarlet Violet Base? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on both of those, but there's one in Scarlet and Violet era that's pretty dope that I like. I have one. I think I have a couple of them actually that we got in some of the openings. Gyarados Hollow. We're dwindling down now. Let's hope. We got our fingers crossed here. Looking for that Pikachu. We're gonna get it. I mean, one way or another. You know, we will be opening more of this set. But I would love to see it today on just these 10 boxes of these little packs. Oh, Blastoise. Blasty boy. I'm gonna start putting these. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll put these full arts down here. I'll start popping the EXs down the line. I don't think I'll cram this much more from here on. Unless I just get a bunch of bangers from here on. That would be awesome. Come on, guys. That would be great. Look at that Flareon. Looking awesome. The only thing I gotta say is you feel so nervous opening these because of the fact that it's only like 5 cards. You know, there's not like 11 cards in there. It's not like beefy. Like, so it makes you nervous to like just rip a pack open. Like, what if I like tear a card or something, or bend one real bad? You know? And they're a lot of times the packs feel like sturdier too. Like they're ready. Like they're not, like they're fighting with you to open sometimes. Now, I've seen people fly through opening these packs like no fear, just ripping, you know? But that's scary, man. I don't know. I just take my time and cut them. I did cut one card, but it's I opened a lot of them. I only cut one card. Come on. And it was a Lechonk, so I was all right. I was safe. Could you imagine if I cut like the hit card of this set or something? Oh my goodness, I would be just doomed. I'd go play in traffic or something, man. I'd be like, oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Little Snorlax shiny, looking sick. Magmar. Oh, a Vileplume. Come on, we just need that. We need that big art rare. That's what we're looking for. And we're dwindling. It looks like we're on the equivalent of our last box. We got another Jinx. Trying to smooch everybody up. Lots of Dragonite action in today's opening. Looking cool. Got Nidoqueen. Oof. The Dodrio. Bam. Executor. Gengar. Alright, we're down to what, our last three? Let's see. Bam. Geodude. Alright, last one. Let's see. Venonat, Fearow, Horsey, and an Ekans. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got a ton of Pokeball hollows and regular hollows. So, you know, that's cool. We got a good amount here of shinies. Let's see all the shinies we got. Let's separate the Master Balls. So we got 3 Master Balls, which are way harder to come by in this set, and a bunch of shinies, so that's pretty cool. Then let's go to our EXs here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 EXs. Very cool looking. Awesome. Super high contrast. Really vibrant color. An awesome Alakazam full art and a Jinx full art. And then we got 2 banger illustration rares, Bubble Mew and Alakazam, reprint from 151 and Paldean Fates. These look sick. Super excited about these and excited to see what's to come when we do our next opening. Stay tuned. Let me know how you've done if you've opened these and what you thought so far of the general hit rate and everything of these 10 small boxes here. Alakazooted out.